Hello everyone, my name's Natalie and I'm taking you today for your NLY Yin and Restore practice. And you can do this in the morning, in the day, or ideally in the evening to settle you for your sleep and to get you really wound down from the day. But if you need it, at any other time, please don't deter, but it's nice to have it on that evening. And as you can see, you can set a nice dim room, have some candles and some incense or your favourite smellies burning, and I've also got my fire on, so just set that tone, set that mood so that you can really go inward. Yin is very different to other practices, and we're looking to be still and take our time. We're settling longer into postures, really great for flexibility, but also the main idea is to release tension, let go and soften into the body and ourselves and be gentle. But that doesn't necessarily make it easy. It just means that we're not pushing, we're not driving, we're finding that sense of calm. And the equipment you'll need, you'll be looking for a block, and I've got a pillow. I've double stuffed the pillow, but you can, if you've got a bolster, please use your bolster, otherwise that will do. And that's all you'll need, and maybe have a blanket handy because I'm going to be leaving you in Shavasana at the end, and you may want to stay for quite a while if you wish. So we're going to take a moment. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position, so your easy pose. And if you wish, you can grab your block or your bolster, cushion, pillow, and just place it lightly under the bottom. And what that helps to do is allow the knees to open if that doesn't happen naturally. With me, I've got very tight legs, upper body, upper bottom. And this just helps that opening, because we're looking at opening the hips here. And we want to feel relaxed. We're not looking to add any kind of effort in our practice today. We're just looking to allow time to change the body. And I want you to take the palms, you can either place them face down, face up, or even bring your hands into heart center, whatever's right for your practice. I'm going to place mine up, and you can also create your favorite mudra if that's also part of practice. This is all down to your decisions. So once you settle in your starting position, I want you to just focus on the body, yourself, and notice how you're feeling. And I want you to also start to focus on your breath. And we're looking for an even inhale to exhale. And ideally you're looking to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose at even length. Taking that deep inhale in. Exhaling out. We're going to spend just a couple of moments focusing on that. And we're actually going to take a breathing exercise just to help ground us into our practice. So I want you to take a deep breath in, and then I'm going to ask you to hold the breath, and then I'm going to ask you to release the breath on an exhale. And we're going to do this on a count. So you'll breathe in for a count of 5. You'll hold on to the breath for 5, and then you're going to exhale, release that breath for the count of 5. And then we'll do a count of 6, a count of 7, and a count of 8. So it's all about your control. So find a comfortable position, roll the shoulders away from the ears, tuck the tummy in nice and tight, and really focus on your inward self. And you're going to take a deep breath in through the nose for 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhaling last time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And just notice how you're feeling. Again, Yin is about that subtle practice where we really turn inwards, bringing deep awareness, noticing how our thoughts rush in, maybe as we hold, maybe as we're not really doing anything. And we have to really focus our energy towards that breath so that we can stay present. Really good for mindfulness, helping us so we can clear the mental chatter. And we're going to take a few breaths in silence, just connecting. One more breath. Well done. Notice if there's any shifts in the body. Do you feel more open? Do you feel like the spine's lengthened? And then whether your hands are in center or not, I want us all to take this prayer pose, this position, and just notice sitting up nice and strong in the sit bones, allowing the head to really sit nice and loose on the shoulders, imagining strings pulling the head towards the ceiling. And then we're going to reach the hands towards the sky as you look towards the fingertips. Again, you can have the eyes closed. Yin practice, it's nice to keep it closed, but you might need to look at me every now and then, that's fine. And if that's not comfortable, just stick with the eyes open, but use a focal point. So right now we're looking to the thumbs and you're drawing the shoulders away from the ears and you're reaching up and out of the rib cage. And we're just spending this time reaching high, taking the arms past the ears and just having this moment. And it might feel quite awkward, so we're just settling, breathing, just noticing the changes, trying to keep the pelvis tucked. Using the breath to keep us here for longer. Noticing the shifts. Well done. Inhale, and as you exhale, take the right hand down to the side. Crawl the fingertips as you take the left arm over. Sit the sit bones as we draw just this lovely side stretch, really opening out by pulling that shoulder back so we can see underneath the armpit, tucking the tummy and just resting that supporting hand. And just try and feel light, but there'll be some tensions creating, so we're breathing into them. Sometimes holding something for longer can create a different type of uncomfortable feeling. So we breathe into it and find what's easy, what's breezy, and what's comfortable. Taking that moment. Well done. And then slowly reach all the way back up to the sky as we inhale. Exhale, left hand down, curl the fingertips as the right hand comes over, looking underneath the armpit, settling into position as we tuck the tummy, feeling that lovely side stretch and reaching through the extremity of that right hand. Noticing any niggles and breathing into that space, focusing on that deep inhale, exhale through the nose. This is supposed to be calming, even though it's lengthening and feeling a sense of discomfort, a sense of tension. We're breathing so we can soften, and then we can go further as we go. Hold down and slowly come all the way up, nice and high. Final look towards the fingertips. Notice if you've gained more length. And then gently come back in towards center. Roll the shoulders back and just feeling your easy pose. Noticing, as we've sat here for quite a while, just the differences that have started to happen. And then we're going to take the right hand back behind the bottom, left hand comes on the outer thigh. We draw the right shoulder backwards as we look over towards the back of the room. But we're sitting up and out of the sit bone, so we're not rounding, we're really drawing that shoulder back so we find full length. But keep those knees opening out, using the resistance to just take you further in your spinal rotation with a twist. Well done, one more deep breath. And slowly coming back, finding that center point. Really reaching with the head nice and high as the bottom rests into the ground. Left hand comes behind, right hand onto the thigh, the left shoulder draws back, up and out of the sit bones, working through this lovely spinal rotation. Focusing on that breath, finding easy breezy sense of flow from the airways. Well done, slowly coming back, finding that center point, taking the hands into the chest. And just having another moment, again noticing the sensations. You might feel into the knees, you might feel into the bottom leg, or just notice where it starts to kind of let you know it's alive and breathe into it. The yin, it's the point where we feel uncomfortable that we must stay. But if you need to shift, please do. We're not looking for pain. Well done. One more deep inhale, exhale. Well done. Reach all the way back up to the sky. We lift up and out of the rib cage, but this time we hinge at the hips as we drive the body forwards, resting the hands in front of you as you drop the head down, taking a forward fold. Again, noticing the parts of the body that start to initiate itself. Feeling and breathing into practice. Every exhale, you may find a sense of give, some softening. And the longer we sit in these postures, the more we focus and move through that journey, taking us just further than when we started. And if you wish, you can grab your block, whatever's right, and you can also pop that underneath the head here. So just notice if you need that. But if you want to have that extra, gravitational pull, Just allow the head to lead you down to the ground. Again, noticing, the longer we stay, how does the body shift? What does the muscles do? And then gently roll up the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Notice how you're feeling. And then find your way into a comfortable tabletop. So take it slow. This is our yin practice, so we're not rushing. So we're now going to work with the spine. So the shoulders are over the wrist, the hips are over the knees, the wide into the palms as we press into the mat. We're going to drop the belly as we take the gaze towards the sky. We're just going to spend a moment just to feel this. Notice how and where. And then we press into the hands as we curve and round the upper back. The chin comes to the chest. Again, we're going to spend a moment to hold that position. And inhale, drop that belly as we take the gaze high. So I'm adding breath here. Have that whole point. And then exhale, curve as we round into the upper back. So we're not going to speed this up. We're going to really take our time. So try and use that even inhale to exhale and move the spine with the breath. So let's go with a count of 5. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5 as we hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Final point. 5 and for 6. 2, 3. Inhale. 4, 5, 6. Holding. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2. Inhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then slowly coming towards your neutral. Well done. You're going to take the right hand up towards the sky as we look to the fingertips. We're opening out here and just looking up high and just feeling that lovely stretch and pull from that left hand all the way through to the right fingertips. And just feel it, breathe into it. Taking that moment and then slowly threading the hand through the gap for our thread needle, bringing the shoulder and the cheek down as the left hand reaches onto the sky and places onto the right hip. Use that to pull the left shoulder open. I'm going to take a few breaths here. We're really working that left shoulder, allowing it to open up as we're resting down. Head into the ground, finding that balance, that support, and just using this lovely twist. Taking one more deep breath. The left hand unravels into the mat, right hand comes to follow. And let's just take a gentle cat-cow just to transition between sides. Left hand opens up towards the sky, really open out, looking up high to the fingertips, pulling that left shoulder open, finding this lovely length, finger through to finger. And then we slowly exhale, draw the hands, threading through the needle, cheek and shoulder down, right hand comes to sky as we tuck onto the left hip, pulling that right shoulder open, taking that position. Maybe feeling a bit restricted with the breath. So we have to really draw the belly button back and just create that space so that we can have those shallow breaths. Focusing and breathing. And then releasing as we take the right hand down, left hand comes to me. Really nice, guys. So now we're going to come for our puppy pose. So what I want you to do is I want you to take the hands as far forward to the top edge of the mat as the belly sinks towards the thigh. Now if you wish, you can place your block and just rest your chin here. And you can just allow that to take place. And if you have it in your practice and it feels comfortable, you can allow the chin to come towards the mat, but you really want to look towards the fingertips. So if you find that you need to look down, put that block underneath. We've got a few breaths here as well, so just ease into that position. Breathing, noticing where this feels. Again, notice if you have a tendency to close your eyes. It really helps with yin practice. Really goes deep inside. Notice any shifts in the body that starts to occur. Well done, one more deep breath. And then gently find your way back into your tabletop. And from here, I want you to now grab your bolster or your pillow. We're going to go for our child pose. So I want you to open the knees as wide as the mat. The wider you open, the more you're working into the hips. And we're going to have a support, so you might want to open quite wide. Feet comes close together, and just pat the hands. Allow the bolster or the pillow just to be out in front, in line with the knees. As you slowly lower yourself down, you might need to shift. And you can just allow one side of the face to go down into the bolster, the pillow. And we've got that extra added support. And we're going to be here for quite a while in this one. And maybe feels like, oh, this isn't doing much. But actually you'll realise over time, the longer we're here, and especially when we come out of the posture, it's actually quite nice, and it takes away the pressure of the posture, even though it's quite a passive pose anyway. We just have that extra guided support so that we can really feel restored, supported and relaxed in our practice for our Yin and Restore today. So enjoy that support. Focus on that breath. And notice if you feel the need to just make a shift, because space and muscles become more malleable. The hips might open further. And that's okay. Just notice if that occurs. Notice if any outside thoughts start to try and burrow its way into the mind. And just bat it away. Focus on that breath. Maybe the sounds, maybe any sensations that you can feel in the skin. Bring your awareness. And then we're going to just shift the head and just take the gaze, take the opposite cheek onto the mat. We like to be balanced. So we want to give that other side and allow that restful position, changing the orientation of the gaze, even if the eyes close. Again, notice if any shifts occur as we stay here longer.
Come down into Shavasana, settle into the mat. Take a deep inhale and sigh out as you release. Allow the body to be heavy and allow the mind to be free. Find your relaxation. You are in Shavasana. Allow yourselves to let go, free the mind, and relax.